What am I, what am I doing? Hi, my name is Frank DeSalvo, and you're used to seeing these things. I run a company called Forgotten Gear Restoration, and I focus on the restoration of guitar amplifiers specifically. And I like to focus on the entire breadth of them, except for if you have surface mount components, I'm not into it. I'm a vacuum tube analog electronics guy. So my focus historically and hopefully moving forward has been and will be on, classic Fenders, Marshalls, Voxes, Ampegs, the whole thing, all the way through to a lot of the modern day printed circuit board construction types like your Mesa Boogies and Friedmans of the world. I fool with those guys as well. But you're going to lose some hair on that stuff, but that's all right. I started life out in the electronics world as an electronics engineer. I'm from a little town outside of Seattle, Washington called New Orleans. You might have heard of it, maybe not. But I spent about 6 months in the aerospace industry after I graduated from college, making ceramic components that would find their ways into the space program, various satellites, whatever they were shooting into space at the time. And I realized that I made some bad choices, and I wanted to get back into music. So I did that. I ended up in a rock band that toured globally and nationally for about 20 years. And all the while I was doing this sort of work as I was in between, because I was finding out and refining my passion and purpose in life, and it's guitar amps. That's just what it is. I've been in business for over 20 years focusing on this stuff. This channel started out as just a repository, just free cloud-based storage, so I can share customer updates without having to tap into my iCloud storage or whatever's going on with Google at the time. So that's what that was. And then after numerous requests, I don't want to say coerced or pushed into it, but I was motivated by a few clients who said, hey man, you got to start adding some of your commentary and then sharing it with the public. So that's what I'm doing now. What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is now. If you followed me over from Instagram, then thank you for doing that, first of all. This is a much larger space. I'm not here to compete. I'm only here to augment. There's some guys swimming around in this ocean, like Brad over at Brad's Guitar Garage, Lyle over at Psionic Audio, for example. Those guys are titans. Those guys have brought cinematic style production and audio to this industry, and it's really changed the game. Am I looking to achieve that for this channel? I don't think so. I was just, a year and a half ago, providing handheld iPhone video updates from a garage. And here I am in a space now. So in that sense, have I upped the game a bit? Yeah, sure. But I don't know how much more refinement I have time to do. So this may be it. So what are you going to get from watching the channel? You're going to get some of my, perspectives as an engineer, though I will keep jargon to a minimum. You're going to get some of my personal insights and commentary on the work that's at hand. And as I work through things, you're going to see it happen in real time. So I'm not practicing or rehearsing any sort of reaction. I tend to get excited when things go right. Just childhood trauma stuff. But you're going to probably catch some of that spirit when you see things powering on without smoke erupting from the chassis. And it's not a competence thing. It's just that it just makes me happy when the electrons flow. That's what this is all about for me. I'm sort of like the crew that you see on the highway, the construction crew, the roadwork crew, that's creating an optimized path for the electrons to travel within. And that's what I do. I'm just a glorified, road construction guy. That's all I am. But my passion is in guitar amps and in music. I'm no longer performing music. I had a traumatic injury to my extensor tendon on my fret hand's index finger. A very consequential finger, as it turns out, for at least lead work anyway. But I'm in therapy for that now. Hopefully I'll be able to return to doing some more fun stuff on guitar. But music is where it's at for me. This sort of work combines my passion for electronics and engineering and even forensic work to some degree with music. So it's the best of all worlds for me. I have some fun old toys up here that I get to play with. Maybe at some point I'll start offering some more granular content into why even have an oscilloscope when you really don't need one. You can get by with a multimeter. That's all you need to do this job. You don't need an expensive capacitor tester. You know, these things I use to justify replacement of, you know, holy grail status components within a vintage amp chassis for some of my clients that need to be brought up to speed on things. If I need to change hearts and minds, then there's data to be presented, and that's what these are really for. Plus, they're just cool. It's all about the analog stuff. So, thank you for your support. Again, if you followed me over from Instagram and you're not following the dudes like Brad and Lyle, then do so. You'll find a lot of great information there. I'm not doing anything new. It's just a different seasoning on the same old dish, and that's all we can do. We'll find some really great discourse inside of their comments below their videos. Their subscribers and followers are thoughtful. They offer substantive opinions and content of their own just within the comment section. You could learn some things. I'm learning things every day. I'm learning things every single day, and that's part of the beauty of this. I'm just 20 minutes away from the Fender factory, the original Fender factory over in Fullerton, California. And I need to take advantage of that, actually. Maybe someday I'll do a video where one of my buddies who's a bit of a historian and knows a hell of a lot more about that period of time and that particular factory will be able to weigh in and add some stuff. That's maybe a future project. Randy, I'm looking at you. Anyway, thanks for following along. If you like this stuff, subscribe, like it, share it. I'm putting more effort into this channel to be able to offer something a little more entertaining and just give you a little different perspective on the same old stuff. You know, how many hot rods can you look at? So anyway, I hope this finds you and yours well. And if you've subscribed or you continue to lurk out there, there's 80% of you guys watching the videos that haven't subscribed. You keep coming back. I don't know why. But thank you. Take it easy.